All right. So on the massive oil leak, it's not. I don't think is it larger than the one back in? Yeah, the one in the 70s, right?
I want to know why we haven't seriously considered the Costner solution.
Yeah.
Why
that
hasn't
$600
anybody just
paycheck
paid
for the spring
damn money
is
for
80 hours.
It's like $26 million.
Wait, for the what?
Costner. He has these giant drums that can clean water. He started this after Waterworld. So the human race could actually be saved by Waterworld.
Well, the problem with nuking it is, it's going to be gone, and no one's going to want to do that. Like, everyone's going to be like, well, but then the whale's going to be completely ruined forever. They're trying to fucking save it.
No, apparently that's why the Russians loved it.
You can drill back in after you
Really? Yeah. Why the fuck haven't we done it then? We've got a bunch of nukes. We're fucking America.
That's how it works. Like the pressure from the nuke is supposed to actually compress the crust miles. I mean, you have like 5,000 feet
and the New Orleans
and you have like thousands of feet of pipe. This shit's actually piped through.
Yeah.
So when you nuke it, that will compress that entire section of Earth. It would pollute.
Yeah.
It would pollute. But you gotta understand, I mean, like,
compared to just leaving the oil leak.
At some point, somebody has to put their hand down and say, I know what's best and you don't.
Yeah.
Period.
But who's going to step up and do that? Like, when is the movement going to start?
That they'll have this relief well drilled by August. Well, what the fuck has BP said that turned out to be true so far?
well, that's the thing. Even if it went by August, the millions of gallons of oil. I think that
I don't believe in the idea that you have to make yourself accountable to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah, Obama included.
Yeah.
Right? All, the Sierra Club and, all these guys were saying, offshore drilling, Jesus, people, like, what if there was a blowout? Like, that would be really bad. Like, what about all the risks involved? Shouldn't we have safety measures? And everybody was like,
well, that's the thing. We did have safety. All I'm saying is, like, I mean, we had legal measures in place, but nobody was following them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
BP wasn't following.
But the regulators were fucking having sex and, snorting coke off their asses and shit.
Let the record show that's an actual thing.
No, I remember hearing crazy coke parties.
Off of their asses.
Like that's what happened. Like it wasn't a lack of regulation.
And meth.
It wasn't a lack of regulation.
It never turns out well.
It was a lack of enforcement. That's what it was. You know what I mean? It was business getting too involved with the government. It shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, business should do what it does within regulation to protect other people. I think nuking it will pollute some, but I think a lot less than the millions and millions of gallons of oil.
You're not the first person to tell that to me.
All right.
That's my opinion.
Like I said, from a scientific standpoint, I don't have too huge of an opinion. It seems like that's one source of pollution as opposed to, and it's a finite source, as opposed to who knows when the fucking blowout gets capped off. And like I was saying earlier off camera, if Obama gives the order to nuke that fucking oil well, nobody fucks with him.
Yeah.
Ever. For like the rest of his presidency. Because they're like, Obama's a pussy, he's a Democrat, blah, 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 blah. He's like, you want to know what? As Zane said earlier, I nuke oil, motherfuckers. From a political standpoint.
Okay.
I mean, if Obama nukes that bitch, then, he made decisive action. And that's what people want, typically. Whether they're right or they're wrong, they want decisive action that they can latch onto and say, he did something.
Yeah.
Someone did something. And I mean, that's why, that's why Bush was so popular. That's what his great success was.
I think it's driving me crazy. I was reading the fucking station about a week ago. Like, they just discovered a fucking oil plume in the goddamn ocean. They discovered this a day and a half ago, and the station was kind of like, Gulf oil plume found, and it's on the last fucking page of the goddamn paper. Like, you're fucking kidding me. The New York Times has 3 pages on this shit. And we're sitting here, the state affected by it in the capital city. It's kind of like, oh, by the way, shit's happening. Another news, a cat's in a fucking tree. Really? That was the next article next to it, and it was a page and a half. I was like, you're fucking kidding me. Oh my god. It's like 8th graders write that goddamn paper. I swear to God.
Statesman for like a small internship when I was in 8th grade.
See? Wow. So we just figured out that was really hilarious.
No, but it's true. I mean, they probably don't say anything about it because it's affecting, New Orleans, way more than it is Texas. Like,
well, it's affecting our coast, but it's not.
Galveston already kind of sucks. So everyone's like, well, I don't really go to that beach anyways. We take like the 2-hour drive to fucking New Orleans from Houston.
Yeah. I was going to say that kind of gets you. The New York Times has something.
Is everybody doing okay?
Yes.
And it's just kind of, but they also had a big chunk about BP. And the cool thing about the New York Times, they actually do research on shits. All the statesman did was like, BP fucked up. They put a golf ball and a pipe and it didn't work.
The ads for BP
No,
in non-scientific, they take out a full-page ad every day about them.
Yeah.
And it says,
so
we're kind of sorry we sort of screwed the environment. We're going to pay some money to the people who are affected, but we're really good guys.
I don't pay attention to ads like in the papers.
$1,000. What is it? Oh, well, these companies that we've already figured out were corrupted, they actually did it.
Yeah.
We just
it's
got
not
them
our
on
fault.
contract.
It's their fault. You just pass the blame down the fucking line.
Yeah, and
It's going to hit somewhere, and no one's going to fucking take it.
the ocean is going to catch on fire. Water on fire. Isn't that horrible?
This is
They're losing their jobs.
Like
This entire crop of this year's oysters is dying. They're gone.
Yeah.
No seafood.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to look to the east and the west coast rather than the Gulf anymore.
Yeah, you know what's the amount of fucking oil that we can live off of is being completely just whatever. Guys, we're taking it one day at a time. They're not hurrying this shit at all. They're not doing jack shit like, we're gonna take this in normal regular hour sets and then we'll see if this works. Does it work? No. We're gonna think about it, have a few beers, call it a day, we'll see what happens
In
tomorrow.
the meantime,
Yeah, fucking martinis in Manhattan.
green living and things like that, alternatives to this. It's like, okay, yeah, we can focus on the alternatives, green energy, corn, crap like that. But, let's fix this problem first rather than trying to distract the mass populace with oh, y'all already like hippie shit, like green energy?
You gotta remember,
here you go. Let's focus on that more.
We're so ADD that we can get away. That's what they're fucking doing.
I don't know. I kind of feel like we're getting to a point where America, like, apathy is becoming like this new national anthem. Like it's become popular to be like apathetic towards things.
Without
Like
a doubt.
it's like, oh, that's so cool. You don't care about shit.
Because if it's not affecting you individually in America,
Why should you fucking care?
Why should you care? Because you raise your children off of fend for yourself, and if yourself is alright, then your nation should be better. If everyone individually is okay. Whereas Western, Eastern cultures are more to, if your family is alright, then they're helping your community. If your community's alright, then your country's alright. You last.